Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. If you're ready to get started and you are prepared for all the motivation that I'm about to give you, hit that thumbs up for me. Here I'm just showing you all the new plants we bought at Stauffer's at Kissel Hill. These are my little 4-inch mums. I think they're 4 inches. Yes. I was very excited to find those. I couldn't tell you what this is, but I thought it was so cute. And Gunnar thought these were adorable and just hilarious because they're little peppers. So I grabbed those. And my little white mum. The 4-inch mums make it perfect for planting a little arrangement. And this was the perfect shade of purple. I loved it so much. But these are all the old flowers, pulling them out. I will give you a little tip. I always let them kind of dry out for a little bit so the way the roots aren't quite solidified in the mud or the dirt or whatever that's in your planter. Alright, now once all the flowers are taken out, I just run my hands through the dirt to kind of look for root balls. You know, when you get pre-planted or pre-potted flowers, they have those root balls. Looking for root balls, and I'm also checking the dirt to see if there's any bugs, spiders, ants, anything like that, so I can treat it or get rid of the dirt for my new flowers. So I will tell you this, I love petunias. I love petunias because you just give them a little bit of water and they just bush out and they look gorgeous and they're easy to fertilize and all that. But you'll see later, they leave a mess behind. So as I'm starting to plant these, I just kind of figure out, you know, what I want to put together and everything. And I really loved this planter. The orange and the purple together was just giving me such Halloween vibes. I was definitely digging it. So as I was recording this, my neighbor actually came out and she was talking to me and she's like, oh my goodness, your flowers always look so beautiful and all this. And I was like, oh, thank you. And she's like, well, what's your secret? And I said, well, I don't really have a secret other than the fact that I make sure to fertilize them. And I realized that that's something I learned. I used to landscape for work, and I realized that that's not something everybody does. So if that's, you know, if your flowers are struggling a little bit, there's a tip for you. Find a fertilizer. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It can be a really cheap one off of Amazon. Just read the instructions and try to keep up with it. So these poor moms, I hope they make it. We found this color, we fell in love with it, but they're just not staying together very nice in this, well, you can see in this video, but just even now I'm watering them and they just don't look their best, so I hope they make it. Look at this darn bee. He was harassing me this entire time, so I decided to take a break and start cleaning the deck up. Well, this is what I'm talking about. These darn petunias and their stupid petals, or whatever you want to call them, their buds. They, like, if you have even touched a petunia before, you know what I'm talking about. They're like sticky. It's so weird. They're the only flower that I know of that actually is like that. But they're a pain in the butt to try to clean up. So Mr. B finally went home so I could finish potting this mom. I just wanted to show you guys too here in a bit how I take these out. I kind of hold them by, yeah, right there, by the root ball and shove them in. It's super easy. I don't know if that's common sense or not, but that's how I was taught, and I didn't know if everybody knew that. Well, I gave up on the broom. We're gonna try our jet from the hose, which is typically how I used to do it anyway. I was just trying not to use that much water on my deck. But, yeah, it comes off pretty nice. It just leaves like this black residue, which after the snow comes, it'll kind of just goes away. But I should definitely be better about taking care of them before I replace them. There I go again, changing my mind. I'm so indecisive. This was such a beautiful evening to do this. It was like just a light breeze and look at Ollie's cord. He's always getting that thing stuck. It's funny. But yeah, it was just a beautiful evening to do that. It was very relaxing and just, I don't know. It was great to be outside that night. Out with the old and in with the new. So this is clearly the next day. we went out and we grabbed some pumpkins and some, or just one hanging mum for that hanging basket that you just saw me throw away. We also picked up some mulch from Lowe's. So I had let these flowers also dry out a few days, so they were really easy to pull out. That's why they don't look the greatest. I promise, they did look good at one point. Alright, I'm going to give you another landscaping tip. Fresh mulch is very fragile when it comes to their dye, so if it's wet in the bag, because I know sometimes when you get it like that it's almost soaking, if it's soaking wet where you can literally like wring it out and there'll be water coming out of it, do not spread it. Just open the bag up and let it dry out before you do. This wasn't wet, so I was good to go and spread it and everything. Also, do not put water on top of it. Don't let it, like, schedule it ahead so it's not raining on top of it. And don't water, your flowers or whatever over fresh mulch because you can wipe the dye off. So, of course, this process of cleaning up is so much easier with a leaf blower, which is what I'm used to. But all I had here was the broom, so that's what I'm working with. Once I sweep all this up and then I sweep off the porch, we're gonna put out some new decor for the porch. So this layering mat is from Hobby Lobby in their fall section. I actually got it when it was 50% off. I think it's $14.99, so do the math for me, I don't know. But it was pretty cheap for a layering mat. And then I got the actual like foot mat here, this one from Christmas tree shops, which I don't know if you guys have that in your area, but if you do, they have some really great finds that aren't expensive. So we're just putting out all our new fall goodies, the pumpkins, and my new wreath. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. These are just the final touches. I just wanted to show you guys the after since you saw the before. And then we're gonna head inside quick because I just got something in the mail. So as we head back inside where Mr. Ollie's waiting for us, I got these Torani syrups in the mail, so I figured I would unwrap them and put those suckers out to spruce up my coffee bar. So I will give you a little tip here with the syrups, especially with seasonal syrups. You're going to want to hold on to those caps because they are seasonal and you're going to want to put them away. I made the mistake a few times throwing away the cap, and then I either had to use it all or throw it away. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope that you'll hit that like button and subscribe before you leave today. Bye, friends.